Hi, I'm Sweet Sylvanians, and I make videos about Sylvanian families, also known as Calico critters. And today I thought I could show you my newly extended fairy themed shelf and also do a comparison of some of the fairies and winged babies as requested by a comment a little while ago. Okay, so starting on the right, this is the Misty Forest mushroom house, which I bought at the end of last year. On here is my one new style Sylvanian fairy, the mushroom mouse. So this one has a hard plastic body and tiny flocked limbs. The mushroom hat is permanently on her, and then she has plastic wings which used to be clipped onto the stand. That's quite a cool way of making these fairies float in the air, I think. And I like having her hair on the front of the mushroom house. So next I want to show one of the old Misty Forest fairies. This is a little green kneeling one who is the leaf fairy from a trio set. This figure has teeny moulded wings which flock like the rest of his body. Mine does have a small mark on the arm unfortunately, but it's still very cute. And I like him on the leaf on this beanstalk. So just bringing down the camera to see the forefront of this side. And I guess completing the trifecta of types of winged babies is a regular baby in a costume. This is Jenny Brightfield from the 35th anniversary Bug Buddies set. So the wings are just a thick felt, and I think technically Jenny is a butterfly, but it still feels kind of fairy-like to me. And just pop Alfie back. Then this is Liberty Harvey from the Blooming Baby Blind Bags. I've swapped her accessory with Lucia to have a wand instead of the watering can, and this is shaped like a lilac tulip. I think I've actually got it back to front, but she has a cute flower petal-esque dress. Another Misty Forest fairy, but this one is in the lying down pose and more pinky peach toned. I do like all the different styles of these and think this one is perfect for the bed. I also have a few sitting fairies. This pink one I think is technically a flower fairy from the secret tree and comes with this little crown. For the most part I don't keep the fairies wearing these in case it leaves an indentation in the flocking, so it just goes on the little table instead. And I like the flower fairy sitting in the flower at the front of the mushroom house. So just move to the left a little. At the front is one of the 2023 Coogee Lottery flower beds. And in here is another pink sitting fairy, and this one does wear a crown. This one and the wand actually go with the green fairy from earlier, but I like the contrast. And it's a really cute little leaf one there. And I'll just pop her back down. And then straighten these up too. Okay. At the back here is one of the newborn babies. It's Mary Marshmallow the mouse from the Royal Princesses set. She's a flower princess, but I think always gives more fairy vibes. She has a butterfly ear accessory, teeny flower petal dress, and a pink tulip wand or sceptre. No wings, but still fairy vibes. And just behind there is my other big Misty Forest piece, the tomato house. Sage Flora is from the Blooming Baby Blind Bags again and clips onto a little cloud. She has a sage green gown with pink wings on the back and they have more holes in. And let's see if I can get this to rock. Yeah, a little bit. So moving along the shelf once again, there's lots more fairies here. A Misty Forest standing pink fairy, who I think is the tulip fairy. You can see the style of these figures a little more here, and just to show that the head doesn't spin and limbs don't move. The leaf bed is from the tomato house, and just get these upright. Okay. Milo Cakebread I think is a butterfly again from the Flowery Garden Friends duo. He also has felt wings with slightly less detail and some antennae as well, which I suppose are more bug-like. I keep having to move the camera, but this is a more recent set at the back, the Willow Deer Siblings Floral Swing. Oops, just dropped a piece down the back. But here are Aster and Rose Willow sat together on the swing, and both wearing another version of the petal flower dress. I always think this feels quite flower fairy garden as a set as well. And just balance that again. Here are two more Misty Forest crowns, another leaf one, and I think the blue I just dropped was the Breeze Fairy crown. There, put them back on the swing. All of the Misty Forest fairies come with wands as well, and I tend to just keep them all together in this little basket as I'd lose them otherwise. So that's the Breeze wand, the Tulip one, a couple of these yellow mushrooms. This is just a really easy way of keeping them all together, I think. And finally at the end of this shelf, so I guess this is a fairy too. It's another Milo cake bread in a costume I made from a Japanese craft kit on Live. He's got a little star wand and then these beautiful iridescent plastic wings which shift yellow and blue. Just move this one out the way. And this is another Misty Forest piece, the Strawberry Fairy. Oops. Just get the hat back on. Okay, so in the cradle part is another newborn figure, Brianna Persian the cat from the Royal Princesses set, where she is designated as a fairy princess. She's got some wings on the back. And beside her is the Strawberry Fairy, so in the sitting position and a pink colour. The fairy's wand has a teeny strawberry at the end, if my camera will focus. And that has this designated spot in the stand. Very cute together. Oops, there goes the fairy. And just plop the hat back on. That's quite loose so it doesn't leave a mark. And just pop these back too. Nova is the other Willow Deer baby from that swing set, and I have her in this pink tulip stand from the Blooming Blind Bags. I just think she looks sweet in there. That's one Fennec baby. And here Yuli is the other baby from the Flowery Garden Friends duo. I think she's dressed as a violet flower. I've given her Pinot's flower parasol from the Blind Bags, just for even more flowers. Oh, and let's get Milo back upright. And his wand. There. The house back here is the Mushroom House released last year. I've done a separate video on that. And then this piece up here is the cake car, and it's a reprint of a Misty Forest one from the 90s. The babies in there are just from Blind Bags, so no fairy costumes for them. And that's the entire shelf. The fairy section just used to be half of this, but since getting the Misty Forest Mushroom House I needed to make more room, and I'm really happy with how it's turned out. I really love a lot of these pieces, so it's nice to have them on display at a good level for seeing them. I just cut down a large sheet of green paper for the grass, because the natural wood looked a bit distracting. I was considering using a more fun colour like a pink or purple to make it look more magical, but as the larger items I have are more natural themed, I thought the green worked best overall. If I had more of the sky or candy themed Misty Forest items, then maybe the pink or purple would work. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed the updated tour of this shelf and seeing the different styles of fairies which Sylvanian Families have made over the years. Let me know if you want to see anything else in my collection in more detail, and as always, thank you so much for watching this video. If you like Sylvanian Families content, then subscribe to my channel as I post videos every week about everything Sylvanian, including news, announcements, unboxings and hauls.